Hi, Kim West, the Sleep Lady, and today I'm going to answer Laura's question. Here's what she wrote in. Dear Sleep Lady, we have a 20-month-old and have been using the Sleep Lady Shuffle since she was 6 months. My question is, when she hits a sleep regression or teething or mild illness, do we just shuffle through it from the first position? I never know what to do consistently and nothing seems to work until she's through the regression, teething, illness, or whatever it is. And by that time, her sleep is a hot mess. Then we shuffle and she's a champ. What do we do when these regressions last sometimes 2 to 3 months? Thanks, Laura. Okay, so a sleep regression shouldn't last that long. Sometimes a couple of weeks it can last. I mean, unless you sort of had, a sleep regression and then an illness and they were all lumped together and that's why it lasts that long. But usually when I see something last that long, it's because you, the parent, regressed with your child. Okay, so maybe the first night when you don't know why they're suddenly waking up, you do whatever as a parent because they could be sick, a fever, they're leaking diaper, or whatever it is, and you go in, you take care of them, and maybe if you do something you think you quote shouldn't do, it's okay, right? And then the next day in the morning, we sort of assess what happened. Are they healthy? How were their naps yesterday? What was going on? What could possibly have led to that night awakening? And what am I going to do differently tonight? So if it's, oh, I'm going to get them more food in during the day, or I'm going to bring them to the doctor, I'm going to do whatever it is, then we'll do that so that we can then respond consistently and not fall into old patterns or add new sleep crutches. Like, oh, I used to nurse you to sleep. Now, since I night weaned you, I'm going to rock you to sleep. Or dad's going to pat your back to sleep. Those kinds of things. So then we end up having a new problem we have to address every few months, which I don't know. That could have been what's going on. So now let's say, you regressed a little bit more than you should because none of us are perfect and desperate times require desperate actions, as I like to say. And then you have to undo something, but it's only been a week of you regressing because you needed to. So then if you're going to redo the shuffle, lots of times you have one of two choices. Either A, you can go right to the crib and do it one day in each position, or you could do 2 days in each position, or B, you can just start off by the door. So a lot of that depends on what you regress to, okay? So if you regress to like holding their hand to go to sleep or, patting their back to go to sleep, then you probably do need to start by the crib. But if you regress to singing them to sleep, you could probably take care of that by sitting by the door and then go through it much quicker so it's not taking you, a couple of months to get through a sleep regression or, a routine buster, as I like to call it. Okay, I hope that helps.